All
Don't worry
right, so
about
what
it.
are we talking about today, Brayden? You got any topics?
I mean, dude, the biggest thing is I want to shout both of you guys out. You guys got. I'm shouting you out because you guys got shouted out by
Every time I
Chippy,
talk, I feel
and I
like
thought
you
that was
make a
awesome.
bigger deal out of this.
Yeah,
Classic.
that's the end goal. We'll get Chippy on the podcast, and then we'll end the podcast.
Oh, boy.
I'll retire. I don't care where it goes. Episode 3, baby.
Episode
No.
3. You're planning on ending this at episode 3?
Yeah, we're not going any farther.
You got some ambitious goals there.
I'm getting there with or without you. I'll still use your name. You can get royalty. Yeah, Adrian, I'm excited that you're here.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
We have so far have made mistakes because last time Levi, he's like, I actually have like Chipotle right now, so I can't do the podcast. I was like, oh, I get it, dude. And then the next time he's like, I don't know if you look kind of sick, dude. I was like, okay. And I was worried because Adrian messaged me. It's like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, dude.
You know, scheduling for 3 different people is pretty hard, though. To give us some
Yeah.
credit.
Yeah,
Especially
no,
different time zones. And since nobody's ever in Pacific Standard, it's always a different time zone.
But it's okay. We figured
Is that
it
West Coast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oregonians.
We gotta find somebody in LA. That would make it easier.
It would make it easier because Levi's in Canada, and that's not the move.
Yeah.
I'm never doing a podcast with a Canadian ever again.
What if
That could.
I was about to say, like, what if insert creator here, but I couldn't think of another creator from Canada. Is Linus Tech Tips from Canada?
He is also from Canada.
Would you say yes
Wow,
to that?
that.
I feel like
Nope.
you'd say yes.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Yeah.
Canada?
Wow.
No Canadians.
All right, I see you.
Because next thing you know, he's gonna say, "Hey, I'm having Canadian Chipotle right now. I can't get to the podcast." And I'm like, "Okay."
Okay.
Oh man.
Anyways, the biggest reason, Adrian, believe it or not, I only like. I was watching for a bit, and then I asked Beaver, I'm like, "Do you know who Adrian is?" I'm like, "Never heard of him." And I was like, "Perfect." I was like,
sorry.
"Okay, no," but I was like, "Let's show him, the channel and stuff." And then I thought it was weird because, like, right when we were having you on, like, I saw like 3 days later that you got shouted out by Chippy, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I saw Beaver's name was on there too, and I was like, "Dude, that's perfect."
So
and
it
then
was, I have a little bit.
Beaver
of an
didn't
anecdote.
know.
Yeah, no, but okay. So the funny thing was, so Brayden brings you up, right? Like a week ago or something like that, and literally, like the next morning, I get on to read YouTube comments, and the first one I see is Adrian collab win. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, they were wondering.
what are the odds of
Yeah.
that?
Doesn't even know who this guy is.
It's
He's like,
I
"What's
was
going
I
on?"
literally just was talking about this.
So how did it feel getting shouted out by Chippy? Were you excited? Did you throw things? What happened?
I mean, you saw
Beaver,
my
you wanna-
reaction.
Yeah, Beaver, you want to go talk about your reaction first?
Well, I get a Snapchat from Brayden. It's a picture of it, and I go,
That's the way to find it.
Huh.
You said you
I didn't know
messaged
that.
like sick. That's all you
yeah,
said.
I'm
You were like,
pretty sure I just said
sick.
sick.
and then I see a
Nice.
picture of Adrian, like literally, it looks like a mid picture of him screaming because he's so excited.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I was on the subway when it happened. Yeah, I was
Oh,
like,
hell
no
yeah.
way, bro.
That's hype.
No way.
But
Crazy.
Beaver over here is like, yeah, that's cool.
That's
Whatever. How old is Chippy? Is he like in his 30s?
Wow, I never
Late
thought about
20s?
that.
I think he's like 28. That's my hard guess, but I don't know. I know
'Cause
he
wife?
just bought a house.
I don't know because there's
Oh,
definitely
wow.
yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about it on his Twitter a lot. He like just moved into a new house, so
No, because I was thinking about that because I looked at it and like I see a lot of these other like I was like binge watching a lot of different Terraria creators to see what their editing was like because some of you guys have like really similar thumbnails and stuff like that, and then some people will spend like what looks like a month of time on editing, on these like super small videos, and I'm just like looking at all these and I'm just kind of like, from what I hear, a lot of these people are in their like their 20s and like 30s, and I guess that makes sense because it's Terraria. There's probably not a lot of like 40-year-old Terraria
You'd be
YouTubers or
surprised, I
anything.
guess.
You'd be
Yeah.
surprised. Nothing wrong with that.
He
but
doesn't
I
want
think
us to know
that's
how
just-
old he is. I just checked his Twitter and he has his birthday, but not his birth year. He's hiding it from us.
Hold on, I'm googling it now. Give me a
You're
second.
googling it.
Yeah, cue
If all
Matrix
else
music.
fails?
He's age 24.
He's 24.
He's 24?
Okay, he's younger.
He's so
than that.
young.
Young, damn. Okay.
Dang.
What a guy. When his cartoon profile picture had a 5 o'clock shadow, I thought he was at least pushing 30.
I mean,
No.
Brayden, you're 21 and you've got a full beard, so I don't
I know.
what you're talking about.
I know.
You're like, dang.
But that's what I'm saying.
Makes you look
Maybe
older,
I
guess.
look older than Chippy looking at these pictures.
You look older than most people our age.
Hold on, I found something.
I
Bro,
don't
I
think
remember.
anybody I've ever talked to has thought you and I are the same age, Brayden.
Oh, there's no way.
No.
Every time
Because
we
I'm
did
older than you,
polls on the
right? By a
stream.
couple months?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, and everybody's like, what? Facial hair really does go a long way.
Oh, it's a good time. So big question I wanted to ask you, Adrian, was like, because we were kind of looking at your channel and stuff like that, and it kind of looks like you've been active for a short amount of time, but you've like already got up to 100K like really quickly.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
Because I know Beaver's been doing the like I think for over a full year now.
like a year and a half.
Yeah, and it looks like you've been like actively doing the Terraria stuff for like 6 months or maybe a little bit more.
Mhm.
And so I'm just like wondering like when did you start doing that kind of like full time?
Yeah, full time. Yes, like I guess 6 months ago. But like whenever people ask me like when I started doing YouTube, I
Yeah,
usually say 5 years ago because if you
yeah,
actually check my channel, it's been made 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I was not doing Terraria content. I was playing
yeah.
Call of Duty,
Oh
mainly
yeah,
Call of Duty. So if you look at my videos right now, there's like a very heavy cutcom style of
definitely.
editing.
Yeah.
I take that from my Call of Duty days when I used to watch like a bunch of cutcoms.
Yeah,
So I say 5 years because I think it's unfair for me to say 6 months because technically
definitely.
I have 5 years of editing experience
Yeah, that
and
makes
so on
sense.
and so forth. So I typically
Yeah,
say 5 years.
I wouldn't think it's 6 months either because definitely when somebody is already editing videos like that, it's not usually because they just started.
Yeah.
And usually almost everybody like who's getting somewhat popular on YouTube, either they've had other YouTube channels that just didn't work
Mhm.
out, or they have like a whole bunch of videos that are uh
Privated.
out on the deep end. So
Yeah. I
yeah,
think pretty
exactly.
much most channels, unless they just got really lucky right away, have a bunch of privated videos. I mean,
Yep, my
I
channel
could
included.
I have like probably more privated videos than I have
Yeah,
public videos. That might
agreed.
not be true anymore, but that was true for a long time,
Yeah.
and I think it's the case for
Um
most people.
yeah, I when I was looking at your channel, one of my first reactions to your channel was I learned how to play Claw in 5 days. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, claw is one of the most disgusting things anybody
Oh,
can do. I
it
think it's
looks so
gross.
painful.
I hate it. I hate it.
It
It's
I don't.
actually
painful.
looks like
Yeah,
it
it
would
was
hurt your
painful.
hand.
We can't be friends after the podcast if you play claw still. But if it was just for the video, that's fine.
Just for the video.
All for the
So
content.
your first Terraria video, at least on your channel, it has 2.7 million views, and I was like curious. Was that your first one that came out and it did really well? So you're like, okay,
Yeah.
this is what I'm doing, basically.
Mhm.
For like,
Yeah, I think when it came out, the reason why I made it was because I saw like the trend go off on Minecraft. I'm
yeah,
like, well, I always tell people the one game I always tell people to play, like if you got $5 to $10 and you want to get a
yeah,
game that'll last you for who knows how long, get
yeah,
Terraria. It is
Yeah.
so good. Yeah, so I'm like, yo, I could do 100 days on Terraria and kind of take a spin on it and be like, yo, this is why you should play the game because you can do so much in
yeah,
so little time. So that's why I made the video.
Very
But
nice.
after that, I kind of was going not necessarily on all Terraria. I was gonna go more
yeah.
on 100 days in general.
Just
So
see
I
how it
think
goes.
yeah, I think YouTubers that do this are like Forge Labs. They make 100 days
Yeah,
on like Minecraft, Skyrim,
yeah,
VR, whatever type of stuff. That's what I was aiming for until I kind of just like, nah, I don't feel like it.
yeah. How
I'm
long
all
did
right.
those take you to make?
I think the first one took me, I want to say, I mean, recording wise, it was
Yeah,
about 40 hours.
yeah,
Because in Terraria time, it's about 40 hours. But
yeah.
script wise, 10 hours. Editing wise, maybe 10 to 20 hours. So I want to say it usually takes me about a month to make one of those videos.
Dang,
Yeah.
not 100 days? That's crazy.
Everyone's gonna freak out. Comments are gonna go wild.
Exposed?
They're gonna go
Yeah.
insane.
Uh-oh.
Exposed.
They're like, you weren't filming all 5 of these 100-day videos consecutively at the same time. I'm angry.
I want to cycle back to something you said real quick. So I heard you say 100 days VR. I feel like that would be so sickening. Like I've played VR before and I like VR, but
Mhm.
spending that much time in VR
Yeah.
sounds rough.
Typically, they're doing it in like Minecraft days. Is what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, like,
Yeah. But still,
it's that's
still.
that's a
Ooh.
lot of VR, man.
Yeah.
I know there's a guy who did, I think, a week in VR, and he just like went kind
I
of
saw
crazy.
that.
I think I saw that
And-
video
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
like
his
made its
eyes were
rounds.
bloodshot. He was sensitive to light. He was like,
That is-
I don't know if I can integrate back. I was like, good lord.
That's literally just Ready
Um,
Player One in real life.
And dude, I just started seeing recently that you're like posting like basically every day now.
Yeah.
Are you just like, I'm gonna fully go on the grind, or are you just trying to
One thing I wanted to do was, depart from the whole 100 days content because I feel like you could just do so much more without having that format. That was just me
Definitely.
taking a trend, seeing what I could do with it,
Yeah.
and then now I can make my own content. I always wanted to do, like I said, like the Call of Duty cut style, talk about
Yeah.
my day and then play something. That's kind of what I'm trying to go for with this Terraria thing because
Yeah.
I've noticed that a lot of people when they do playthroughs, it's very sometimes either drawn out, like it goes like really, really, really long, or it's kind of unwatchable per se. That's how I personally prefer. And also, like, there's a lot of you have TikTok exploding because people have short attention spans. Yeah, so I'm like, yo, cut comms, yo, I got you. So that's the style that I'm going for.
I've also noticed that you're kind of like, I don't know if you're planning on doing this, but every couple videos you're like putting in something that's not Terraria just to kind of like plan it in and make sure
that's really smart actually. I've
people
tried
know
one
what's
or
going
two
on.
videos like that.
Yeah,
I should start doing that more.
I do it because I don't want people to only get used to me watching, Terraria. I want them to like literally, like I was thinking like, yo, Thanksgiving's coming up. I should put like a really funny video, and I'm like, yo, the fucking McDonald's McRib just came out. Should I just eat it and just post it, bro? It'll not get as many views, like probably less than 10%. But as it goes on, as my channel goes on and grows, people are gonna see it. They're like, wait a minute, he does other stuff. Let's watch it. And maybe if they like it,
the seed in their head.
Yes,
and then once
maybe
they watch
one out of
they're
every
like,
10 people.
well, that was good. I can watch all of them now.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
But
no, it's definitely good. I noticed that, and I was like, because definitely watching with Beaver and talking to Beaver, like it's kind of like a scary thing, especially because like Terraria isn't really being updated anymore, and so it's like, how long is the viewers gonna stay? I think they will stay for like a long time, but it's also like you don't want them only watching you for that, and if you do something else, they like freak their shit. So no, I completely get that. Are you planning to one day completely leave Terraria, like just way in the future? Or are you like,
I mean, like I said before,
where it goes?
Yeah. I think it's a mix of between what you're saying. I mean, like I really want to see like where it'll go. Like if this is like what I'll do, like I still love the game. Like there's so much to do, man. I mean, like just the replayability of the vanilla alone. When you have mods, whew, crazy. But I would love to be able to be, what is it called, independent from the game. I think that's kind of the goal for every channel, to be just independent of the game.
Definitely.
Just just your, what is it called, your personality. I think that is the ultimate goal. But until then, we're just cruising along.
Yeah. Are you doing any streaming right now or anything?
Yeah. So the videos you're talking about, the ones that I sprinkle in between, those are stream highlights.
Oh, nice.
So I always promote my stream because I'm like I said, I just want to be able to just do whatever I want, post whatever I want, and sprinkling that stream, stream highlights, get people to watch my stream.
That's a good way to do it.
No, that's awesome. And definitely I feel like it's kind of just obvious, but with Twitch, you can like actually talk to your viewers just like in a completely different way. It's not like a comment that they think is just going to get lost in the mess, and they just say whatever they want. Sometimes Twitch viewers will say whatever they want, but it's in a different caliber. But especially Beaver streams, they'll say some crazy stuff.
Twitch chat is really weird sometimes.
Yeah, they're.
I mean, I love them, but man,
they're a different breed. They're a different breed.
Oh boy,
I agree.
Adrian, weirdly, the first question I have for you that was on here that I haven't said yet was, what do you think of the dislike button being gone?
That's a good question.
I am. What is it? I'm against that because we need that. Okay, like it's different between TikTok and YouTube, right?
Definitely.
TikTok, you see it, you scroll, it's gone, right? Usually you can't remove comments. Like as a creator, you can't remove comments, so you can see if it's a bad TikTok based off the comments, whatever people are saying. YouTube is an actual platform. You search up, informational stuff, right? Videos, all that type of stuff. You need the dislike button to see if it's a good video or not. Because if not, you're just gonna get misinformed.
I think if anything, YouTube should at the very least allow creators to leave it on or turn it off.
Yeah.
Because like I wouldn't have it off if I could choose. Like I don't. It doesn't make any sense.
That's the problem from their angle, because they're like, hey, if the creators could turn it on, then it would be everybody in the comments would say, how come you're not turning this on? From their point of view, because they're always they're going to get bullied into it. Yeah, that's their point of view, but from my point of view, I definitely think there should be the dislike button. And I've seen how it's affected me in just the past couple days, because it was in like different parts of the world, but now it's like finally fully a thing in the United States where it's gone. And it's affected me where I go to a video and I'm like, dude, I know this doesn't have a good ratio, and I want to see it weirdly just for my own, like, I want to know that me disliking it isn't completely wrong or something. And like YouTube, they were like, weirdly in our studies, when we removed the dislike button, it wasn't used as much, and it's like, no shit, because you removed it.
Really?
Like,
That's crazy.
like, why wouldn't? What are you saying? Like,
you mean when nobody can see their dislike, they're not gonna dislike? That's insane.
It makes and they're saying like it prevents bullying, and Beaver, like you were saying, we were talking the other day, was like, you can still see it. You can still see how many people.
Totally still see it.
The creator can see if they just got bashed on.
Actually, I have a question for Beaver, if you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so how do you? I personally use streaming to engage with my fans. Like, that is my go-to. How do you typically go about with engaging your fans?
Yeah, I'm about the same way, honestly. I think Twitch is a really good kind of outlet. I have a Discord server. I know a lot of people do. I think that's another pretty good spot. You can talk to people there, but I feel like Twitch is just the best place to engage with fans. Or, I mean, YouTube streaming, wherever. Just live streaming gives like a totally different type of connection, because like I think Braden was talking a bit about it earlier, but like I always read YouTube comments and stuff, and I'll reply to some of them, and but there's a difference between just like talking to text and like actually, like, I don't know, I guess I'm still just talking to text on stream, but I agree with you there. I think that's probably the best way. And if you want to talk to me, I mean, I guess when he's watching, that is the best place to do it.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I try my best. Like, I don't know about you, but my attitude to streaming is try and read every single chat that pops up, and it always goes wrong, right? But like, I always recognize that it's a person behind every screen, and I'm 100% like, I am so grateful to my fans. Like I try my best to always answer in the Discord, even though like when you open OBS, everything gets muted. Right, so like they're adding me. They're like, "Why isn't he responding?" Oh my gosh!
People message me on Discord so much when I'm streaming. I'm like, bro, it mutes Discord when you're live. Like, it's for some reason I've noticed a trend. I guess it's because like people are watching, so they're like, "Oh, he's at his computer right now. This is the best time to message him." But I'm like, literally the worst time to message me on Discord is when I'm streaming, because I'm never gonna see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember like back like a year ago when I'd have like 40 viewers, I would be able to read every Twitch chat, and I know there's some people that watched me then that like are upset now that I can't read every chat message, but it's like I still try my best. But once it gets to that point, it's really hard to read everything unless you're literally just staring at the chat the whole stream. But then at that point, like,
it's definitely like I remember when Ninja was getting big, and you look at his chat, and it's literally just go. It's like, how do you even read that? Dude, like, it's just going so quickly.
I tune into people with like 10,000 viewers, and I'm like, well, they don't read chat at that point. They'll like every 10 minutes they'll point out one chat message just to remind them that they're there.
And it's like, how do you enjoy this, dude? No. It's crazy.
At that point, the chat just talks to itself.
Yeah, exactly. It does.
Adrian, are you doing school or anything else, or you have a full-time job?
Oh, nice.
You're in college?
Well, yeah.
Do you have another job too, or are you just doing YouTube in college? He's doing all three.
You got a busy schedule over there.
Oh, yeah, so I have what is it called? In the morning, this is when I usually like record most of my videos. I'll either record it right before classes, and then I'll go to class, and it's like a 20-minute commute. It's not too bad, and I usually have about like 1 or 2 classes a day on my campus. It's not too bad, and then after that, I'll go home, record, and then I have what is it called? It's not every day, but sometimes I go to a martial arts gym, and sometimes they have me either teach like an introductory class, or like if there's like 20 people, like they'll have me hop in and help out. But usually, other than that's not too bad. I don't think it's like a lot, right? It's like 1 hour out of my day to help them out. So that's I don't consider it a job, because it's like I'm helping them out. They've taken care of me for a while.
Adrian, is there anything else that you're in the future kind of like working towards besides like Terraria? Like, are you ever gonna do like a second channel where you just do like Twitch clips? Are you planning on doing like a podcast one day? What, are you gonna make an Adrian empire, the Adrian universe,
the 10-channel empire?
Yeah, exactly.
I think what my goal is right now is, number one, I want to get merch. I don't know how that's gonna go. But I would love to get merch. From there, I don't know if I would make a second channel per se, because like I said, I love to be independent from Terraria. So maybe this channel, that the one that I'm working on right now, I'd have it for like video games in general, and then I'd make a second channel for like in real life stuff if I ever do, decide to pursue that. But ideally, I would like to be, what is it called? I don't know, independent from YouTube income per se, because like that's 100% what I'm relying on right now. And I feel like I want to be able to branch out. I don't know,
just like I said, eggs in more than one basket.
Yes,
yeah.
Diversify that income stream.
Yeah, definitely.
Going back a little bit to what you said, Brayden, I've been seeing so many clips channels on YouTube. I just kind of picked that out what you're saying, but like I feel like that's the new meta on YouTube, because I feel like every creator I find, it's like, oh, they have a clips channel. If they have a Twitch stream, they have it. I've been thinking about doing it. I don't even feel like I have that many clips, but it's just like I see so many people with it. I'm like, maybe it's a good idea.
I think the meta right now is TikTok. Like I think that is the best way for, especially like us, where we have YouTube, right? But if you're on Twitch, it's really hard because Twitch's Discover feature, like I don't know how they do. It's bad, right? Yeah,
so bad.
TikTok can boost someone from here all the way up there just posting clips of their stream.
It's crazy because you can just get the tags right and just the timing just right, and it's insanely, like, if you really wanted to, if you made half decent like quality content and you upload it every single day, like eventually you'll actually just get on the For You page. Like that's just how it works. Are you considering doing TikTok at all, or like promoting stuff on TikTok?
Me?
I do have a. Oh, my bad, Beaver.
I wasn't sure, because I remember you talking that you had a TikTok, so I was wondering if he was talking to me. Because I don't, and no, I'm not really planning on doing TikTok, to be honest with you. I don't know. I like it, like you guys said, it's a good idea. It definitely would probably help, but I don't know.
If it doesn't fit your vibe, then definitely like don't do it.
Oh, TikTok is I had so I have two accounts. I have my personal account and my my channel account. My personal account's private, of course. I had one TikTok go it exploded. I reviewed like this $30 mic that I used to use for my my first videos. It was like I was like, yo, you need to get this mic if you want to, if you're on a budget, you want to start streaming, whatever, right? I made a video on it. It got like 500,000 views on TikTok. Like it just went out of nowhere, and the comments are just a different breed. Like I thought YouTube comments were bad. And TikTok, because like TikTok, TikTok's recommended. It's like a lottery ticket. You go on the For You page, everyone sees it. YouTube is more like suggesting it to people that might like your content, like an actual audience. TikTok just puts it out there, dude. It was a mess. You have all these people like commenting the most dumb shit ever. Like it was like, for example, one comment, I will never forget it. They were like, yo, this mic sucks, right? It's a $30 mic, right? This mic sucks. I'd rather just get a Shure SM7B. I'm like, you're comparing a $30 mic to like 350, 500. Like, what do you think?
Obviously, everybody would want that if they got money involved. Like, it's like the best mic in the industry.
Like, yo, dude. That's a 1999 Honda Civic. I think I want that new Tesla, dog. I don't know what you're saying.
That's honestly like the big brain comment right there. Like, why don't you just get the nicest mic?
Why not just print money, bro?
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Beaver, what mic do you use? Because I can't see your mic.
I use a Bluebird, actually. If I had to choose again, I would probably choose the Shure SM7B. Nothing against this mic. I love this mic.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I know like everybody uses Shure SM7Bs. I think originally I got this mic because somebody else I watched used it, and I was like, oh, that sounds good. And I've had no problems with it, so honestly, I can't complain. But it's definitely a less popular mic than the Shure SM7B.
Yeah, I've never seen that. Ray, what do you use?
I use a Blue Yeti, and I've had it like forever. I definitely want to upgrade though. I want to get like the Go XLR and stuff like that, and I might just get the same mic that Beaver's using. But I've had this one for a long time, and honestly, I would recommend these people for like their first mic. That's something that's not too complicated.
Yep.
The
I love it.
It's really good.
You see a lot of streamers use it because it's kind of like a really good entry point.
And it's USB. I mean, I think people kind of sleep on the fact that it's USB, but like not having to get an audio mixer interface, whatever you want to call it, like that saves a lot of money. Because not only is it cheaper than the mic, but then you don't need a mic arm, you don't need that, you don't need the cables. Like it's just way easier.
Adrian, is there anything you want to plug before we go to
plug time?
The few hundred viewers on the second channel.
No, I'm chilling.
You're chilling.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
thanks for coming on. We should all definitely hang out again soon. It was glad talking to you.
I am definitely down to play crab game. Just let me know. I need to
Yeah,
download
that game
it.
is so fun.
I've been
Just
avoiding it.
knocking viewers off of a ledge. Oh my gosh. Great times, great times.
Oh, it's a cat.
Ooh, it's a cat. Nice.
Nice
Saying
cat
hi.
cameo.
Tell me to stop recording. Anyways, shout out to the hole in the wall. Shout out to the Adrian picture. I thought it was pretty accurate.
Shout out to the actual Adrian. Thanks for coming on.
Shout out to the actual Adrian. Didn't have to. I'm nervous over the emails. He's like, "You've ever done this before?" And I was like, "We got one episode out." He's like, "All right,
chug jug with you."
Yeah, sure. I'll come along.